So apparently, Blizzard has buffed Bastion. At least that's what these patch notes say. However, I have my doubts. So we're gonna go down it one at a time and decide whether this is indeed a buff, a nerf, or just a series of numbers with big words that make it sound like they're trying to do something, when in actuality they don't want to do something. I want to clarify that into the director's take, they very specifically said they wanted to make changes to Bastion's kit to help him feel more fluid and increase the potential for his tactical grenade. Maximum explosion damage falloff reduced from 70% to 50%. I gotta level with you. I do not know what this means. I have been trying to work it out for a while. I could probably Google it if I'm being completely honest, so I'm fairly certain it has something to do with the radius of the grenade. It no longer hits people from quite as far away, but I'm not really sure. So we'll just say it's that and we'll move on. Secondly, detonation time reduced from 0.5 to 0.35 seconds. I don't like this change. Let me tell you why. You see, Bastion has very limited mobility. And I mean very limited mobility. As in, I don't have any mobility that doesn't involve me chunking off my health at about 35 health per blast. Now here's the thing. It's actually a really good tool for getting me places I shouldn't really be able to go, like over the Agavald Bridge. But when the grenade detonates that quickly, and I'm trying to either pursue an active objective or move away from an active objective, as in an enemy player that is chasing me and I am running for my life, most heroes have me beat in the DPS category. Literally every hero in the DPS category has the ability to catch me, unless I use my grenade to get away or to get somewhere they can't get. Here is the DPS roster. Ashe has a coach gun, Cassidy has a roll, Echo has a fly, Genji can dash and wall climb, Hanzo can wall climb and jump, Junkrat has mines that don't do any damage to him, Mei has an ice wall, Pharah has thrusters, Reaper has teleport, Soldier can slide, Soldier can helix, jump and sprint, Sombra, we won't even talk about Sombra, she has everything. Sim can teleport, Torb has nothing, Tracer has nothing, and Widow has a grapple. That means about 95% of the DPS roster can catch me and kill me. Barring 3 people. Now, the nice thing about the grenade is that those 3 people cannot be, they can't go places that I can go with the grenade, right? Like over here. A Torb would not be able to chase me over here, or if he did, he would have to wait for a platform to come around. By that point, I could be out of his range and grab his health back. Assuming he didn't shoot me with his brand new buff that increases his fire rate, I'm not jealous, you can shut yourself up. So I don't like this change, because it makes it extremely hard to direct where you want to go, especially when you're trying to line up a jump like that. Now here's the thing. If I'm actively running away from somebody, I need to know where I'm putting that grenade before I actually get to that destination. The problem is I can't actually just put it there before I get to the destination, because otherwise it goes off way too quick. Which means now there's an even smaller window for which I can jump across this ledge. I can actually make it over here, but only if I really min-max. And I mean really. I'll be honest, the melee was not necessary, but I had to put that grenade in exactly that spot and jump at exactly that time to get to exactly this spot before the enemy Torb that doesn't actually exist got to me. Alright, moving on. Recoil adjusted to recover more quickly. Apparently Bastion's grenade has recoil. I'm a Bastion main, and this is news to me, I gotta be honest with you. I never noticed any particular recoil with the last usage of the grenade before the patch, but hey, you know, whatever works for you, Blizzard. If this is how you get your rocks off, go for it. Projectile size increase. This is literally the only buff in this entire patch. I'm gonna tell, well, no, you know what? It's the only buff for the grenade. That's it. The projectile is ever so slightly bigger, and I mean it is like quite literally 0.25% bigger. Or just 0.25 value of whatever their weird value is. So finally for the grenade, impact damage increased from 15 to 30. This makes no difference. It does not increase my damage output because the grenade is a fixed value and does not have a headshot multiplier. Therefore, it still does the same amount of damage, and I still can't one-shot a Tracer with it. Yep. Oh, unless I min-max and get really close to her tiny rapid-fire shotguns, and then I guess I could do something like this. That's a lot of animation skipping, though. Alright, let's move on to configuration recon. There's only one change here, and it's completely bullshit. Pay attention, because this is going to be hard to track. I reload literally 0.3 seconds faster. Yep, that's it. Not even really a buff, not really a nerf. It's just not even really a change, to be completely honest with you. Transforming into configuration assault now repairs 50 armor health. This is completely and absolutely useless. Here's the problem. Bastion has configuration assault on a 10-second cooldown. That's a really long time to wait and start relying on a heal. I'm gonna be honest, I mostly make use of this when I leave the spawn room and I hit myself with a grenade. I just go straight into recon and heal the armor back up because I'm gonna need it. I guess it's an okay change, but it means I'm using Configuration Assault the moment I leave spawn, and then it's on a 9-second cooldown until I get to the objective, basically, which is not a terrible thing, to be completely honest. It's kind of like shouting with Junker Queen when you leave the spawn room. Like, yeah, you're going a bit faster, but you're also losing one of your critical cooldowns. I don't know. I think it's personal preference. I don't really think that this is much of a buff, if I'm being honest, based on the healing I used to have, which was tailor-made for Bastion. And the final change, one that I actually do like, one of only 2 buffs in here, targeting state movement speed increased from 20 to 25 meters per second. What does this mean? Well, you might notice I have my ult, and I've had it this whole time. That's because it's the travel time of your ultimate. It actually goes much faster now, which is nice, because previously you only had about 8 seconds to make it all the way across the map from the spawn room after you died shamefully in the last battle. But now, it moves a heck of a lot faster, so don't panic if you die but you have your ult. You might actually make it to the push bot to be able to clear it for your team so that you can say you did something. Good job, you. I'm so proud. Overall, the Bastion buff is certainly a series of changes they have made to the values of the game that have impacted Bastion in a positive or negative way. By which I mean, it is completely and absolutely stupid. They've changed nothing. He will still die. He doesn't do very much damage. Everything in the DPS category outdamages him. And on top of that, his hitbox is still huge. What do I think of Bastion's changes? What changes?